Alright, we are now live on YouTube, starting us up on Rumble. Good afternoon, hello, and welcome to the Omni Coalition News Show, aka TOCNS. This show is a dive into the weird, obscure, bizarre, in other words for strange, world of notable events, weather, and sports, covering topics seldomly, if ever, seen from most news sources these days. Join us! During a time of political overabundance and of divisiveness, we present you with more unifying topics to discuss, for the most part. For links to these articles and anything else potentially interesting, please check the by the description below, and as per usual, all links gathered throughout the show will appear post live stream. Anyway, I am Xander, and who am I joined by today?
King's Refuge.
Yep. Why is this not working? There we go. Discord is being a weird. What is going on? Okay, Discord's being weird. Anyway, so. Today is Friday, aka Freya's Day. July 5th, 2024. Starting us off here, this was found by MTM, aka The Beard. Hold on a second, why is this not working? Okay, well... Discord overlay is being weird. Anyway, Canadian woman gets prison time after false claims about her daughters in the country's first ever Pretendian case. Pretendian? Huh. Says here, a Canadian woman was sentenced to prison for falsely claiming her daughters were Inuit to get scholarships and business grants. Oh, so she's claiming Native American heritage. Okay. Karima Manji was given 3 years behind bars on Thursday after pleading guilty in February to one count of fraud over $5,000, reported the Canadian press. So this was February. This was like 4 months ago. This is old news. But still. Yeah, this is an egregious example of the exploitation of indigenous people, said the judge who sentenced Manji Nunavujat Justice via Manochio. That was hard to read. Anyway, yeah, like that's wild that people do that. I mean, it's not unsurprising, but it's like
No.
Yeah. Now, what do we got here from Audio Central?
Amateur makeup artist goes viral for turning her grandpa into young heartthrobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna just scroll down just enough to. Okay, there we go. So if you don't mind, read this, and then I'll show you. Like, what she does with makeup is just, it'll blow your mind.
Chinese makeup artist has been getting a lot of attention for transformation videos where she turns her elderly grandpa to useful anime-inspired characters. Oh, looking at photos below, you're probably having a hard time believing that guy on the left and on the right are the exact same person, especially knowing they're 66. But that is the power of makeup in the hands of gifted masters. A young Chinese makeup artist who has showcased her skills in ThEoD, Chinese version of TikTok. She has been posting makeup-related videos on the popular social media for a while now. But she really started getting attention when she began using her grandfather as a model, turning 6-year-old anime-inspired idols that look at least 3 decades younger than his actual age.
How? I mean, dude, look, that's the same guy. Like, that's incredible. Like she gave him a pointier chin, narrower face. I can't believe it. Like, are you seeing this?
Yeah.
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 We're covering a story right now. By the way, we've just been joined by
Golden Loon.
Welcome to the show. Now we're just the headline or the name of the article is "Amateur Makeup Artist Goes Viral for Turning Her Grandpa into Young Heartthrob." So basically, this guy here on the left is 66 years old, and that's the same guy. That's after makeup.
Holy cow!
Yeah, like changes his entire face structure and all that stuff. But there's more pictures down here. Whoa! He's
In the knees.
Asian
Anime Harry Potter.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see here. Whoa. The vampire thing.
That's amazing.
Gave him some horns. I can't believe that's the same guy. Like,
Yeah, he seems so much thinner and everything else.
Yeah.
Face, you know.
man. But I mean, like, you know,
It's unbelievable.
this is why I just have extreme trust issues, you know, because makeup, you know, and you don't even know, like, not just women but men too. Like you don't
Yeah.
you don't know if it's a trap, you know, like, or what. Like, I just keep my distance out here in California. Not gonna try. You know, it most likely will not end up in a Thailand type situation. So, what do we got here though? YouTuber couples. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. YouTuber couple slammed for filming 2-year-old daughter stuck in hot car as content. What the hell? Like, this has got to stop. All of this content creation crap, you know, like clout, you know, getting views, getting it for the gram, for the clicks, for the you know, whatever. A Japanese couple known for uploading wholesome family videos on YouTube sparked controversy after filming their 2-year-old daughter crying inside a locked car on a hot day for about 30 minutes instead of getting her out. Wow.
You know how hot that car can get in 30 minutes? Incredibly hot.
Yeah.
It just heats up like crazy.
Yeah. I mean, there's videos out there of people, like, you know, this happens more in, like, you know, hotter normal areas.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, it gets hot in that car regardless of you know, where you're at.
If you're out in the sun,
Like, yeah.
you know,
It's an oven.
yeah.
You are in a metal box, you know?
That's why children have died left in the cars.
Yeah. Well, like, there's videos of people baking cookies.
Yeah.
Like there's a video, like, somebody, like, you know, put cookies on, like, a tray in the like the dashboard area, you know, like in the windshield, and the cookies are baking. Granted,
yeah.
it was taken in Arizona, but still, like,
Yeah. Well, they've done a bunch of things out in Death Valley, cooking eggs and bacon and all that stuff on the hood of a car.
oh yeah. No,
But
this wasn't
it's
on the
Death
hood of the
Valley,
car.
mind you,
This
yeah.
was inside the car.
Yeah.
Like, this was inside the car on the window, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, area, like in front of the steering wheel.
Yeah, it gets hot.
Yeah, you know, it's dangerous. My God, I hope they you know, like, this is one of the few times I actually hope the government took the child away, because, you know,
I say we go to Arizona and bake some cookies.
sounds like a sweet idea. Man, that poor kid. That poor kid. I
Why
gotta.
do you do that? Get the kid out of there immediately.
Yes,
Don't delay a second.
but they're doing it for content.
Content, man.
You know, that's what they're
I
doing.
think they ought to be arrested.
No, they got to be arrested and lose custody of that child. You know, if they value the life of their kid lower than potentially getting 1 million views on YouTube, these people are monsters. Absolute disgusting. Do not deserve their child at all. Don't deserve the right to have a child again. You know, they need to be chemically castrated, both of them. Awful, despicable. Anyway, what do we got here? Oh God, this one. Ugh.
Ew, foot model sells wine from grapes crushed with her bare feet for $130 a bottle. Well, at least she's selling something.
Well, so
Xander.
did the gamer girl bathwater.
Yes! And you know the hell exactly what the hell I'm talking about. At least
Yeah.
she's selling something.
Yes, I get the hint. We do need to start working on merch and figuring out how to monetize this. We have been getting some consistent views, like, you know, 3, 5, 8 over the past week. So,
Keep
like, you
on
know,
plugging.
yeah, we're doing good. But anyway,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's,
At least it's not bathwater
yeah.
or something
Yeah.
disgusting.
This is still kind of, well, I mean, I guess they still
That's
stomp
how they
grapes.
used to do it.
Yeah. Well, they still do that stuff today. Like, remember that viral... Speaking of viral videos, you know, that one lady... Ow, 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 oh, whoa, 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 yeah. Yeah. Anyway, what does this say here?
An English foot fetish model has launched a limited edition wine made by crushing grapes with her bare feet and selling it to her adoring fans for $128 per bottle.
I mean,
30-year-old Emily Ray claims, I'm assuming that's 30, I can't quite read that.
30, yeah.
All that stuff's about that thing.
Yeah, I
She
don't
is
like these things
contacted by a London-based, a winery about a collaborative wine project because in her expertise in footwork, a self-described foot fetish icon who makes a living uploading photos and videos of herself standing in big peas and squishy bears. This stick in between her toes. People who are into that kind of stuff make her simp wine by mastering the ancient technique of stomping on grapes. Although she is convinced her fans will gladly pay £100 for the taste of her perfect feet, she claimed the wine is worth it because she risked her life to make it. Oh.
Well, I know what to get you for your birthday now.
No! Absolutely not. Oh my god, the name Simp Wine, are you kidding me? Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
All I can say is we can't move on fast enough.
Oh,
God, that's awful.
Well, I mean, technically she's putting her best foot forward. Hold on a second, where is it? There we go. Yeah. But yeah, so if you want to drink wine from a foot fetish model, now there's a market for you. Okay.
I don't know. Let me see the
feet.
feet. Let me see the feet first.
What kind of photos that? Why didn't she take a photo of her feet?
I think
exactly.
God.
We don't care about this part.
How about this part?
We want to see. No, we don't care about that part. I want to see the feet.
My God. Anyway.
You boys, I'm leaving you for dead.
Well, speaking of dead, actually, at least 5 fishermen dead after drinking contents of bottle found at sea. Pete, you and I were watching a video about this yesterday from, what's his face? Penguin Zero, right, was the guy? Like, was it him or Asmongold?
So. Might have been Bering, maybe?
I don't know. At least 5 Sri Lankan fishermen have tragically lost their lives, and 3 more are in critical condition after consuming the mysterious contents of bottles found floating in the open sea. Why would you do this?
Wow.
This is Darwinian in action. Let the stupid kill themselves off. You know?
Yeah.
Like,
that's just dumb.
Yeah, flat out. Like, I'm sorry. Every death is tragic, but... this, just
why
thank God they're not going to reproduce.
Draw straws and the short one has to take a drink and see if they survive,
I would just get it chemically analyzed to see if it would be safe. I don't know.
I know, obviously, don't drink at all.
Yeah. The Sri Lankan Navy recently reported that at least 5 fishermen have died after consuming an unknown liquid from bottles they found while at sea, around 320 nautical miles from Tangel, a town on the southern coast of Sri Lanka. It is unclear how many of these mysterious bottles were found floating out in the ocean, but a Navy spokesperson told journalists that they contained some sort of alcohol. The bottles were shared among the sailors of the fishing vessel named Devon, and before long, some of them started feeling sick. Despite receiving rudimentary assistance on the boat from Sri Lankan Navy medical personnel, at least 5 of the fishermen have died, and another is in critical condition. Unfortunately, the crew is believed to have shared the mysterious bottles with other fishing boats. So,
they don't tell you what the content was to kill them.
Well, they drank it.
I know.
What are they going to do?
What was in it?
Well, what are you going to do? Like analyze their intestines or something?
No.
Go.
It's all consumed.
You ain't gonna go.
They drank it.
I didn't know they drank it all.
Well, yeah.
Because it said it was shared with other boats and stuff.
Yeah, but then now they have it, and whenever they drink it, it'll kill them rather fast too. But they don't know what. Well,
wow.
If they get found, then they can analyze it.
That's just stupid.
Dumb. But see, that's the
thing.
They're
ocean potions. Potions from the ocean.
Ocean potions. But no, maybe they didn't tell the people they shared with, because maybe they just gave them a couple bottles and they don't know it was just some random crap.
Yeah, I get that.
So, man, that's dumb. What else do we got here? Rare medical case proves that eyeball bee stings are unsurprisingly no joke. I don't want to get stung in eyeball.
What is that?
This.
Oh,
Eyeball.
I thought.
Being stung by a bee in your eyeball.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Yeah.
Aye.
Yeah. In one of the world's few medically documented cases, a Philadelphia man was stung by a bee directly in the eyeball and had to endure some serious consequences. Yeah.
Well, you probably shouldn't have staring contests with bees, now should you?
No. And see, now you know why I was running that day.
Oh god, I wish I had a video of that.
So let me lay out a story, okay? And I wasn't wearing this shirt, but I was wearing like
A red
shirt
with yellow or something flowers.
Yellow flowers. It's a Hawaiian shirt, very very floral Hawaiian shirt, and we were I was parked across the street for whatever reason or something. I don't know what
so
we were
the guy
doing.
could get to the hive.
Oh yeah. This was we discovered a small beehive up in the eave of the second story of our house.
A lot of bees were up there.
Well,
Anyway,
so then I was getting swarmed with bees because they were coming after my shirt.
Yeah.
You know, thinking I
well,
was.
first off, they were mad because their beehive was stolen.
Yeah. Well, they're mad and all this. Well, I wasn't getting stung, but then so I took off my shirt. And then I was running to give it to Dad to take it inside. But I'm like, wait, no, then they're going to attack him. So then I run back. I'm literally like doing this, like, oh my God, the bees, get them off. And I sprinted back to the car and just drove off, you know.
Doing the crazy dance over there,
Yeah.
swinging arms, legs bouncing around. I'm laughing like,
Oh my God.
where's my phone?
But I mean, like, seriously, he couldn't see, he couldn't see
I
all
had no
the bees
idea
around
that
me.
there's bees around him.
But to me, like, all I can see was just a wall of bees. It was like, it was terrifying. It was like a scene out of an Indiana Jones movie. Like it was frightening.
Funny.
For you.
Of course for me.
But yeah, most people.
Oof.
Yeah, most people dread the idea of getting stung by a bee anywhere on their bodies, but imagine having one of those buzzers piercing your eyeball with its stinger as you're casually strolling about.
I just cringed at that. Wow.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was the experience of a very unlucky 55-year-old Philadelphia man who reported to the emergency room with severely deteriorated vision and pain in his right eye after being stung by a bee in the eyeball 2 days prior. Wow.
2 days.
I would have gone to the hospital immediately. The patient told doctors that he had gone to the hospital immediately after getting stung, so he did. Good. And the doctors there had extracted the bee stinger and sent him on his way. Only it turned out that they hadn't done that good of a job, and a piece of the stinger remained embedded in the man's eyeball. Yikes!
It gets worse.
Yikes! I don't even want to see. They had to.
No.
Yeah, for half a second there. Sorry, didn't mean to have a graphic image.
Next, please.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. All right. This one's this one's an uh-oh. You want to take this?
Russian woman learns she is married to an Egyptian man after losing her passport.
So he somehow
married
was
to an
able
Egyptian
to
man.
marry her because he had her passport. Like he did some kind of online marriage or something, like a non-present marriage, an absentee marriage or something.
Oh, wow. I get
Yeah.
it. Oh, I couldn't understand that for the life of me. Now,
Yeah.
She lost her passport. Now she finds out she's married to this guy.
Yeah,
Oh, jeez.
yeah,
Oh, jeez.
that sucks. So what does it say here?
I don't know if you should use that term.
Oh, geez, man.
Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, that's the reaction I was going for.
Like an oil drill.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh. Anyway, do you want to read this, King?
24-year-old Russian woman recently got the shock of her life when learning that she had been married to an Egyptian citizen since 2022, about a year after losing her passport.
Yikes.
The unnamed St. Petersburg resident lost her passport in the summer of 2021, despite declaring that lost to the local police. She never bothered getting the travel document renewed. She didn't really need a new passport. After that, she never reimagined She never imagined that the old one could be used by anyone else, but earlier this year, while trying to get a birth certificate issued for her baby, the young woman learned that her husband, an Egyptian man named Mustafa, of course, needed to be present as well. She had never met Mustafa, let alone marry him, but the Russian registry listed him as her spouse. Oh wow.
You know, I never thought Mustafa could be pronounced like one letter away from Mustafar. Mustafar.
Where was she from? What was her origin?
Russia, St. Petersburg.
Oh, Russia.
So, you know, that really, like, that's really alarming because how many people lose their passports and such, and how many people, you know, have found, like, passport or gotten them from the black market, you know, like the dark web and all that stuff, and, you know, proxy married people, you know, to get citizenship, to move into, like, U.S. Oh, my God.
That's why I asked where she was originating.
Oh, that's terrifying.
I don't think people are fighting to get in Russia, though. Well, maybe.
Well, I mean, like, you know, now he has his in if he wants an in. I mean, you know, this is an Egyptian, so, you know, that area of the world is rife with war. So, yeah. What else do we got here? Oh, yeah, like, this is kind of rather old news, but this is still interesting. Woman uses hand grenade as a hammer for 20 years, lives to tell the tale.
You are kidding me.
No, it's one of these potato mashers.
Was she a blonde?
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
90-year-old Chinese woman unknowingly used an old hand grenade to crack nuts and hammer nails for 2 decades after finding the unexploded ordnance in a field one day. The woman, surnamed Queen, told Chinese reporters that she was working on her farm in Zhejiang, Hubei province, when she found this strange metal lump with a wooden handle. Convinced it was a makeshift hammer, she took it home and used it to pound all kinds of tough objects, from nuts to metal nails. It was only last week when a team of men working on demolishing her old house noticed a hand grenade that the retired woman learned that she had been gambling with her life every time she used it, and she used it a lot. As police reported that the grenade's wooden handle had become smooth and glossy from years of use, while the metallic head was full of dents. Yikes! Yikes!
Yeah, you can see all the dents in it. I was just about to say that.
Like, oh my
Oh.
god,
You talking
bruh!
about?
Like, that's a potato masher, dude. Like,
At least it didn't go off at one point. I thought for sure she can get. The thing's gonna go off. Oh, jeez, that's
lucky as hell,
no
man.
kidding.
Yikes. What do we got here? Oh, yeah, here we go. Common female activities.
Oh boy, woman poisons her husband with herbicide because she wanted to be mean to him.
Wow.
Oh, man, are you kidding me?
I was mad, so I took your children away. I wanted to be mean, so I poisoned you. Like, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, let's see what the story had to say.
Yeah.
What on earth? What would get her to do that?
She's crazy? Anyway,
Yeah.
your article.
A Missouri woman is facing multiple charges after allegedly spiking her husband's Mountain Dew, of course, with Roundup, because why would you tell the difference? Herbicide, because he wasn't unappreciative of her birthday party. Wait.
No, of his birthday party that she
Of his
threw for
bit.
him.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
She had thrown for him.
Man, oh man. Oh,
Hell hath no fury like a woman's scorn. Blah blah blah. And one Missouri man learned that firsthand after he curried his wife's wrath for not being appreciative for his 50th birthday party she organized for him on June 24th. The man, whose name has not been revealed for personal privacy reasons, notified the Lakeside County Sheriff's Office that he had reasons to believe his wife was trying to poison him. He had noticed that one of the bottles of Mountain Dew in the refrigerator had a bizarre taste, and after experiencing troubled symptoms like diarrhea and vomiting, he decided to check the surveillance system, which showed she was tampering with this soda in a container of Roundup weed killer.
Wow. So because he was unappreciative of the birthday party, which, you know, okay, yeah, he's a grumpy old grump, boo-hoo. You're gonna fucking poison him with pesticide? With Roundup, which is basically Agent Orange?
And the other side we didn't think of, maybe it was a really lousy birthday party.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe it sucked.
Thanks a lot for nothing.
Yeah, maybe it sucked, you know? I don't know. My God.
Question is, does he live to see 51?
Well,
That's questionable.
well, hopefully.
With her around.
Well, no, she's arrested.
Yeah.
You know, like, so hopefully they keep her behind bars, keep her away from this guy. Wow,
that's
what a
crazy.
psycho. Oh, well, here we go. Another psycho on the other side of the fork. Millionaire sets fire to his own house just to spite his wife.
Whoa. Well, hope she wasn't in it.
British millionaire and pro golfer Francis McQuirk narrowly avoided jail time for reportedly setting fire to his family home just so his wife couldn't have it following their breakup. Oh, wow. So, yeah, she was going to get it in the divorce.
Yeah.
So he burned it down. Well,
How did he
Yeah.
manage to stay out of jail? That's awesome.
Well,
well, because he's a millionaire. And he's a golfer. Like, he's a celebrity. You know, the rules for thee, not for me. You know? In a trial that recently
fix
ended
the
in...
laws.
I'm sorry?
The Sands would fix the laws. Shit, when I like this would happen.
Yeah. Well, like, you know, if I can't have it, nobody can, you know?
Yeah.
In a trial that recently ended and saw Francis McGuirk barely avoiding prison time, the 50-year-old golf pro was accused of setting fire to the 900,000 pound or 1.4 million house in Sandwich, Kent last year, just to spite his life partner. On June 25th last year, knowing that there was no one home, the father of three entered the house he owned with his soon-to-be ex-wife Sarah, locked himself inside and snapped the keys inside the locks before texting his partner to let her know that he was not about to let her know that he was about to set the place on fire. He proceeded to do just that, and it was only thanks to the neighbors calling emergency services that the house suffered only minor damage. But, like, he broke the keys off, so was he going to kill himself?
Well, that's what I'm asking. He put himself inside and broke the keys off.
Yeah,
So he's trying to commit suicide.
sounds like it. He locked the doors before snapping the keys in the locks from the inside. He first tried to start a fire using some cooking oil, which didn't take. So he then set some fire to cushions in the living room using lighter fluid.
So this is a suicide.
Attempted.
Yeah.
And
It also said probably throw Dolly, the family dog, out of the window in a minute, so that's all good. Wow, so the dog was at the house too. That's going to be upsetting to you, King. He was going to
That's
take the
fine.
dog with him.
that's fine. Take yourself, man.
Yeah. So yeah, no, that sounds like a self-deletion to me. Now, we've spoke about various bicycles, like the world's tallest
Yeah, I
bicycle.
remember that one. I happened to be here.
Well, now we have the world's longest.
Jeez.
You want to take this, King?
55. The world's longest rideable bicycle is over 55 meters long. Designed by and built by 8 Dutch engineers, the world's longest rideable bicycle, 180 feet long, roughly the same length of 4 double-decker buses.
Huh.
39-year-old Ivan Schrock had been thinking about building one of the largest bicycles since reading about it in the Guinness Book of World Records when he was a child, but he only embarked on this project in 2018 as a way to fill up his free time. He knew it wasn't that kind of thing he couldn't build himself, so he sought the help of like-minded people in his home village of Pingsbrick, which he apparently well known in the Netherlands for tech-savvy residents. Together spent about 4 hours, not counting the 2 years of interruptions caused by the bid, working in the world's largest bicycle and metal behemoth that needs at least 2 riders.
And oh my god, like, let me see if I can bigger this image here for us. So,
It's like a steamroller.
yeah, but, like, look at it. It goes way back there.
Good
Look
grief.
at that.
So it takes 2 riders, one in the front, one in the back.
Yeah. A big-ass tire and stuff.
What's your gear ratio to get that thing to, give you enough momentum to move
Wow,
that thing?
look at that. It's just a super long steel girder thing. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, there's a video. Let's
Now,
let's see. Let's bigger this. Mute that. Wow. Look at the size of that thing. What the hell? That is just ridiculous. It is the world's longest rideable bicycle. Moving on up, is glow-in-the-dark cosmic baseball the future of the sport? Now this is interesting. And honestly, I would like to see some Blurns ball, you know, from Futurama. Start Blurns ball. It's from Futurama.
Okay.
A Southern Collegiate baseball team has been getting a lot of attention for hosting cosmic baseball games played at night under black lights, with players using UV reactive uniforms, balls, and bats. With balls flying towards players at breakneck speeds, baseball isn't the kind of game that can be played in less than perfect lighting conditions, but one Southern Collegiate baseball team has found a way to make it playable in the dark, using massive black light installations and UV reactive uniforms, balls, bats, and bases. The Tri-City Chili Peppers have been putting together cosmic baseball games that look like something out of a Tron movie. Despite the seemingly pitch-black atmosphere, players claim that after a bit of practice, playing under UV lights becomes a second nature, as does seeing the ball, no matter how hard it is hit or thrown. So, you know, take a look at that. Like,
That's kind of cool.
that looks so wild.
Yeah, look at that. Playing under black lights.
Yeah, let's see here.
All right, meanwhile, in Colonial Heights,
Mute that. Let's get to the footage here. Wow. That is awesome. But I'm getting some serious 90s vibes out of this, you know? Like, you know, with the vibrant colors and everything, and, you know, it's kind of, it looks like one of those, like, you know, glow-in-the-dark, like, indoor miniature golf things, you know?
Yeah.
Like, you know, they have a lot of blacklight stuff for that. I'd like to go see that.
Back in the day, I forget who the owner of the Oakland A's was. He tried to get Major League Baseball to change the ball to orange.
Why?
It obviously, well, you see it better, I guess.
Oh, well, I guess so, yeah.
Nah, they dumped that idea. He was a crazy owner. I forget his name.
But that kind of makes sense, you know?
Yeah, didn't float.
Now, here we go. We were talking about somebody who considered himself the luckiest man on the earth yesterday.
Yeah, Lou Gehrig.
Yeah.
Oh.
What do we got here, Sir King?
World's luckiest man throws 63-leaf clover. Oh.
Yeah.
63 leaf
46-year-old Yoshiharu Watanabe can rightfully consider himself the luckiest man after setting a world record by growing a clover with 63 individual leaves. What is luckier than 4-leaf clover? Well, 5-leaf clover, of course, but by that logic, it's even more. The lucky brings it to you. Wannabe may just be the luckiest man alive because he is the first to ever grow 63 leaves. Amazingly, the story began in 2009 when he started picking up clovers with more than 3 leaves and planting them in his home garden. The little plant is pretty resistant to all he had to do was cross-pollinate to attain acceptable specimen with up to 20 leaves. It was at this moment he started dreaming about getting a world record, but he never dreamed of doing so with 63 leaves. Wow.
Look at that thing.
Oh, don't even look like a clover anymore.
No.
Yeah, no, now it looks like a leafy, one of those dandelion puffs you blow on, you know? Like, but yeah, so that's what he was, so he caused it.
Yeah.
Like, he
of
didn't
course.
just so happen
Yeah,
to
no.
grow it,
Yeah.
but he was like, oh wow, he labeled them all. Look at all that.
Good grief.
That's awesome. More from Oddity Central. Woman tries to sue boyfriend for not driving her to the airport.
Wait.
More common female behavior. Here we go. A New Zealand woman attempted to take her former boyfriend to court for failing to take her to the airport as he had promised, which resulted in her losing her flight and incurred additional costs. Well, that is kind of a dick move from the guy. You know, you do gotta honor your say.
On it, you gotta do
He
it.
promised her, yeah.
So you know what? I'm gonna have to be sympathetic on her side in this story here. According to legal documents released by New Zealand's Disputes Tribunal, which deals with small claims up to $30,000 New Zealand or $18,384 US dollars, the woman had asked her boyfriend for 6.5 years to drive her to the airport ahead of a concert she was to attend with some friend.
Wait, 6.5 years?
Wait. No. Had asked her boyfriend of 6.5 years.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I was gonna say, like,
Oh,
I
wow.
know they plan concerts ahead of time, but that's crazy.
Yeah.
So they were together for 6.5 years. So that's no joke of a relationship right there.
Right.
The man had also agreed to stay at her place while she was gone and look after her dogs, but he ultimately failed to do all the things he had verbally agreed to, which caused her to miss her plane and incur unplanned financial costs, such as taking a shuttle to the airport and paying a dog kennel to keep her pets. She filed a complaint with the tribunal, hoping to be reimbursed by her new former partner. Well, I mean, like, you know, you gambled on the guy and you lost. That sucks. You know, I understand wanting to take him to court, and I can't, you know, I can't blame her for being upset, but it's kind of dumb, you know.
Yeah,
like,
there's
just
also
it sucks.
no backstory to it too. Why didn't he do it? You know.
Yeah, they might have had a fight.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, you should do it. Fight or no fight. 6.5 years. Do it.
I mean, you know, as I've said, a man is only as valuable as his word. If you can't do what you say, you're worthless. It doesn't matter, you know. And like, you know, so the guy's a piece of crap, but at the same time, she's being really what's the word? Like,
We just don't know the backstory. That's the whole thing.
well, it's dumb to
He
sue
shouldn't have
over
done
this.
it. Now, whether
He shouldn't have
it's
done it.
suable.
Yes, but you know, but to take him to court, that's just kind of petty. That's the word, petty.
So you're both kind of dumb, you know?
Yeah.
You deserve each other.
Yeah. Oh, here we
Literally.
go. This is something straight out of GTA.
Moral cyclist caught speeding repaints car to avoid heavy 50 fines.
Yeah,
Nice.
a motorist. Yeah. It says here
Easier to wrap it.
what?
It's easier just to wrap it.
Just to wrap it, yeah. A French man is being accused of painting his Porsche sports car another color to avoid hefty penalties after being caught speeding and failing to stop despite being signaled to do so by police. On June 2nd, French police used a speed radar to catch a motorist driving at a speed of 188 kilometers per hour on the road, limited to 80 kilometers per hour. He was going 108 over the speed limit. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
near Cornunasec, southwest of Montpellier. They notified a gendarmerie unit near the opposing motorway to stop the offender, but when they signaled the car to pull over, it just flew past them with no intention of stopping. Surprised by the car's vehicle, what? What the hell does that even mean? The gendarmes were unable to chase down the offender or even get its license plate. However, they wrote down in their report that the car was a bright green Porsche 911 sports car, which made it relatively easy to identify. However, when the only person in the area known to have a green Porsche turned up at the police station, officers were shocked to find his sports car was now gray. So, yeah, straight out of GTA right there. By the way, I think a better system, King, for you and I, you read the headline and I'll read the body. Sound good?
Alright.
Alright.
Man proposes to girlfriend after losing cage fight. Gets rejected in front of 20,000 people.
Oh no!
Well, you just lost the fight. That's not a good time to propose. Hey, I'm
She
a loser. Marry me.
Hey,
like-
are you all bloody and you're gonna propose to her? Oh, she wasn't bloody.
No.
Oh, it was. Oh,
Ew.
who was in the cage
You
fight?
can
I
do
have it
better.
backwards.
I think
You
it's...
can do better,
It's gotta
dude.
be him.
Yeah, no, it's that guy because he's without his shirt and everything.
Yeah.
So.
I thought she was in the cage fight.
No.
He turned him down. You know, that's one of those things you want to know the answer prior to doing it.
I mean, like, I know there's women MMA, but do they do cage fights? That's it.
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah, there's what's her name? A huge, well-known cage fight champion. Can't think of her name right offhand.
Huh. All right. Amateur MMA fighter Lukas Bukovac recently went 0-2 in one night despite having fought just one opponent after getting his marriage proposal brutally rejected by his girlfriend in front of 20,000 people. Oh, so that's a 0-2.
Yeah.
Okay. They say you should never kick someone while they're down, but some would say Lukas Bukovac brought it upon himself when he decided to propose to his girlfriend inside the octagon after losing an MMA fight. Yeah, like you don't propose after you lose. That's not good. Even if he had won, there was no
in front of that many people. Right?
Yeah.
No, you're doing it in front of 20,000 people. You better know the answer.
Yeah, and now you're putting her on the spot too.
Yeah.
You know,
You better
like
know the answer.
Yeah.
Like no.
Well, like that one scene out of Anger Management when she says like, "Oh, you have to kiss me in front of all these people." Like, I understand, where they're going at.
Yeah.
But if I was him, I would have just said, "Nah, I'm out," because I'm not going to kiss somebody in front of 20,000 people. Like that was a ridiculous request. Like, I'm sorry, I hate that part of the movie. Like,
That's part of the whole thing.
I understand. Yeah, as I said, I understand like the energy and all that stuff, but that was so ridiculous. Just put like he's trying to get out of his shell, and you're gonna put him on a spot like that, you bitch. Anyway, even if he had won, there was no guarantee the girl would say yes. But getting rejected in front of 20,000 spectators is so much more painful after a loss. Unfortunately, Bukovac had to just stand there on one knee and hear his visibly embarrassed girlfriend shoot it down his marriage proposal for alleged infidelity in front of tens of thousands of people. To make it worse, the whole thing was filmed and the video is now going viral around the world. That is... once again, like, he's an idiot, but it's still sad. Like...
Sure enough.
Yeah. What do we got? Oh, yeah, they're talking about this. I overheard the people next to us while we were waiting for the fireworks.
Yeah.
They're talking about SpaceX or something, and I think this is what they were talking about.
Suspected meteor over the Carolinas was a SpaceX rocket.
Or so they say. So,
Yeah.
an object in the early morning sky over North and South Carolina was initially suspected to be a meteor, but was later identified as something more terrestrial in origin. The object, which many witnesses compared to a large comet, was spotted over the Carolinas as part of Georgia and parts of Georgia at about 5 in the morning on Wednesday, July 3rd. It was caught on camera by multiple witnesses. Some witnesses suspected the object to be a meteor or a UFO, but it was later identified as a SpaceX Falcon 9 rocket. The launch was at 4:55 in the morning from the Cape Canaveral Space Force Station in Florida, and it is carrying 20 Starlink satellites into low Earth orbit. All right. So that's what they're talking about. Like, oh, blah, 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 SpaceX.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like there's so many like rocket launches and such now. Like, they launch, SpaceX launches off of California too sometimes.
Oh, you can see.
Yeah.
I can see how the misinterpretation could be, because they used to launch them just a little south of Ventura there. They launched a bunch of rockets from there. Every once in a while, you could see that, and it looked like something shooting across the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Now, going from shooting across the sky to, being on the road, what do we got here?
Bizarre UFO-shaped vehicle stopped by police in Oklahoma, Missouri.
Huh, look at that.
What?
Nice.
Look at that.
Yeah, let's see if I can get a bigger image of this. Well, that's as big as it's going to get. But yeah, no, it's just a little UFO here. Because here, an Oklahoma Highway Patrol trooper had an otherworldly encounter when he pulled over an unusual UFO-shaped vehicle on the highway. The OHP said on social media that Trooper Ryan Van Vleck stopped the driving saucer on the Turner Turnpike due to an obstructed tag. The two occupants of the unusual vehicle explained they were en route to the annual UFO festival in Roswell, New Mexico. Van Vleck decided not to issue a citation and instead let the driver and passenger go with a warning after posting a couple photos. Quote, "It's not every day you pull over a UFO," end quote, the post said. Well, yeah. That is wild. That's cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, Roswell is gonna know you by the time you get there. Like, hey, you're the guys, that got pulled over. All right, here we go.
Gathering of 70 centurions breaks world record in Italy.
Yeah. Centenarians, I believe.
Centenarians.
Yeah.
Oh,
Who are
100-year-olds.
Yes, 100 years old. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Since,
so 70 people, 100 and over years old. That is wild. An Italian retirement home chain's annual gathering of centenarians broke a Guinness World Record when 70 people were there, at least 100 years old, attended this year's event. The Fondazione Opera Immacolata, which operates 11 retirement homes in Veneto and Gorizia, has been holding annual gatherings of centenarians for about 15 years, and the event has been steadily growing. That's pretty cool. A Guinness World Records adjudicator was brought in for this year's event in Padua, which saw 70 people who had surpassed their 100th birthdays in attendance. That's really nice.
Yeah. So the earliest they could have been born is approximately 1923
Yes.
to qualify, yeah.
Yeah.
Or 24, depending on the birthday.
Yeah.
So a long time ago.
Oregon primary tie resolved by coin flip. Winner deemed ineligible. Ineligible because of the coin flip, or ineligible because of something else?
Well, let's see if they tell us here. A primary election in Oregon was resolved with a coin flip under state law, but the winner of the flip was ineligible to run. Oh, maybe a fugitive or felon or something. The 8th House District in Eugene, which skews heavily Democratic, had no Republicans in the primary ballot last week, so the race came down to write-in votes. The two top candidates, among the 103 write-in names, were Democratic nominee Lisa Fragala and her former rival for the nomination, fellow Democrat Doyle Canning. Each of them received 7 votes. State law requires the tie to be broken by lot, which in the past meant a roll of the dice or a coin flip.
Jeez.
This is madness.
It's kind of weird.
It's 2024, and we're still abiding by.
I wonder if anybody brought a 2 coin to the party.
Yeah. The flip came up tails, giving the nomination to Canning. There was one further hiccup, however, as the state's sore loser. Law bars Canning from accepting the nomination since she already lost the Democratic primary. Okay, so...
Oh, a technicality.
Yeah, technically. This is ridiculous. Like, why the hell do we have... What kind of, frontier tomfoolery shenanigans is this? Like, oh, they were tied. Let's flip a coin. I mean, no, that's when you have another election. Maybe some people change their votes. But, I mean, I don't know. Leaving it up to a coin flip, that's
sounds like Oregon. That's all I can say.
Asinine.
Stupid Oregon.
I love Oregon, but the people are just nuts.
Well, Pennsylvania might be a little bit crazier. This headline is kind of weird.
Pennsylvania market asked public to name its new tent. Oh, you don't ask the public to name anything. How long have you had the internet?
I know, right? Do you remember the story of Bodie McBoatface?
Apparently he does.
Yeah, he does. He knows. It says here, an outdoor market in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania is asking for the public's help to choose a name for its new tent, which with finalists including the Pavilion and Tenty McTentface. Son of a bitch! I just talked about Bodie McBoatface. Tenty McTentface. Oh my god! I did not read ahead. I did not know this was coming. Oh my god. The Broad Street Market solicited suggestions from the public market between May 23rd and June 22nd, and it has now announced the 5 finalists: Tenny McTentface, Tent to Table, Little Broad Street Market, the Pavilions, and the Farmer's Phoenix. That's actually pretty cool, that last one. Members of the public can vote for their favorite of the finalists by submitting a cash donation in person at the Broad Street Market.
Cash donation, you can go vote, huh?
Yeah, well. Yeah.
Make a buck off of it.
I honestly hope Tenty McTentface wins. I really do. What do we got here? Ooh, a book sale.
Ooh, that's a book I would like having. First edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, auction for $800,043,750.
Yep.
Woo!
So yeah. The only privately owned first edition of Mary Shelley's pioneering horror novel Frankenstein was auctioned for $843,750. The 1818 first edition of
mine for
Frankenstein.
There you
Oh,
go.
hell yeah. Nice.
$1.
$1.
I'll give you 80 cents.
Sucker! You can have half the world $1. Stupid.
The 1818 first edition of Frankenstein, otherwise known as the Modern Prometheus, was published anonymously in 3 pink bordered volumes, was sold by Heritage Auctions alongside other prized tomes from the William A. Struz Library. So this is like, the first edition is 3 books. It's not just one book,
Yeah.
it's 3.
Wow.
So wow, like that is
That's cool.
1818. Like that is over 200 years old.
And
Wow.
look at how strong Frankenstein has survived.
Oh yeah.
Written that far back, and it's still, everybody's heard of Frankenstein, you know?
Yeah.
Either read them or saw it on them in the movies or whatever.
And anyone who says women, like don't have good examples in literature clearly has not heard about this book.
Yeah.
Because she published it under a pseudonym because back then
Yeah,
women weren't
couldn't do it.
allowed
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
that.
that's right.
So,
Yep.
but yeah. What else do we got here? Oh yeah, I actually did read ahead on this, and it is my guy David Rush. You can't hush the rush.
Men pass giant beach ball 7,827 times to reclaim the world record.
Yep.
Jeez.
A pair of Idaho men spent 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 52 seconds passing a giant inflatable ball back and forth a total of 7,827 times to reclaim a Guinness World Records title. David Rush! A serial Guinness World Record breaker on a mission to hold the most records concurrently, teamed up with Seth Lemons to recapture the record they originally set with 4,169 passes back in 2021. Rush said he and his partner fought through the pain in their necks, arms, and shoulders to pass the giant inflatable ball a total of 7,827 times in 1 hour, 8 minutes, and 52 seconds, enough to retake the title. The reclaimed record brings Rush's current total to concurrently held records to 179. He needs to hold 181 titles concurrently to take the top spot. So he has 2 more.
Oh wow.
Go Rush!
To tie. Well, to tie, yeah.
To tie. Well, yeah. So 3 more.
So that was going to be my next question. What's the top on 181?
Yeah, there you go. You can't hush the rush, man. That guy, he's gonna get it. So.
And not only does he need 3 more, but he's got to hold every one he's got.
Yeah. I mean, like, honestly, everybody else, just out of respect, should just not do anything and just let this guy get it. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like.
Except the guy that holds it.
Well.
I say you go out and sabotage him.
That's rude.
You ain't taking my title.
You bully. Oh, here we go.
What do we got?
Canadian pet chicken identifies numbers to break world record.
It's because he's a Canadian chicken.
Ah. But why does it look like he's wearing an American flag?
Looks like red, white, and blue, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, even the feathers, it looks like...
Yeah, that's weird.
That is... Yeah. A British Columbia Hey, British Columbia!
Yeah.
Chicken entered Guinness World Record by identifying different numbers, colors, and letters. Gabriola Island veterinarian Emily Carrington said she bought 5 Hyline chickens last year to produce eggs, and she soon started training hens to identify magnetic letters and numbers. Quote, their job was to only peck the number or letter that I taught them to peck and ignore the other ones. Even if I add a whole bunch of other letters that aren't the letter they are supposed to peck, they will just peck the letter that I trained them to peck, end quote. Carrington decided to have all of her chickens attempt the Guinness World Records title for the most tricks by a chicken in 1 minute. One of the chickens, Lacey, emerged as the clear winner of the flock, correctly identifying 6 letters, numbers, and colors in 1 minute. That, animals are a lot smarter than we take them for. We humans have an ego problem. We think that we're hot shit, And then, like, oh, we can train an animal to do this. Oh, look at that. A horse can do arithmetic. Well, maybe we're not all that special, Like, what is it? Like blackbirds, crows, have, very intelligent.
Yeah.
They've been known to hold grudges, like they can recognize a face. And, like, if you do something to annoy a crow, it can recognize you like 2 years later and just poop on you out of spite. Like they
Not only it knows you, but the others will know you because of just a word of mouth
they
from
talk.
that one crow.
You're right. Yeah, they talk. They talk to each other, and it's crazy. And we actually have 2 sources covering this article here.
Military horses escaped from London for the second time under 3 months.
Wow.
Ooh.
They escaped.
They escaped, as in
Their
they got
pens
out.
or something? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Well, they're not where they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it means. Like, so something tells me there's a DEI involved in this. So, 3 British military horses broke free from their handlers Monday and ran loose through the streets of central London, the second such incident in the past 3 months. The Ministry of Defense confirmed 3 horses from the Household Cavalry Mounted Regiment escaped from their handlers during exercises Monday morning, which when the lead horse became spooked by a passing bus. Officials said the horses were quickly rounded up by Army and Metropolitan Police personnel, and they were returned to their Hyde Park barracks. One of the horses was treated for a minor injury. No human injuries were reported. This incident comes after 4 military horses escaped back in April 24th of this year and ran loose through the city after being spooked by noise from a construction site. Officials said none of the horses in the most recent incident were involved in the earlier escape. So it's just, people just inept for their positions.
They're not handling their horses correctly.
That's why I'm saying, like, who are these people? Are they DEI hires? Are they just, are they just check boxes and they don't really know how to handle horses? Twice in 3 months, something's going on.
But different horses and everything.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh, this is straight out of. Sweet. Human-made nightmares beyond my comprehension. And you can see it moving down there. This is so creepy.
Oh boy, a robot gets a face of living skin that allows it to smile. I'm sure it looks perfectly fine.
Yikes!
Are you
Oh
kidding me?
my god! But now we can have like AI people, like have robots, and we have skin.
I wish I remember the name of the cartoon you used to when you was a kid. Kind of look like that.
Reboot?
No. I don't know his name. I don't even.
Roly Poly Oly?
No. He was a kid in a cartoon. Oh, I'm sorry I brought it up. I have no.
Charlie Brown?
No. No.
I'm trying to. So, like, how young are we talking? Like,
You were little. You were probably 5, 6 years old, something like that.
it was a show or a movie?
A cartoon show.
Cartoon show.
I almost had it. What was his name? He went to school, and it was like his personal. And who else was in it?
Oh, Doug?
Doug.
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 Yeah, it does kind of look like Doug.
I explained nothing. How did you get that?
Well, I was trying to figure it out.
Good pull.
Yeah.
I gave you no hints. I thought it looked like him.
You did not help me at all with
No,
that.
I couldn't think of anything. I didn't watch it with you,
Yeah. Yeah, no, let me bring that up. Doug. Cartoon images. Yeah, this guy.
Yeah. There's Doug.
Yeah, Doug. With his dog Pork Chop, Patty Mayonnaise, Roger Klotz. Why do I remember all this?
Oh, you're a big fan of that show.
Yeah, it was a good show. But, oh my god, that is nightmarish. If humanoid robots make you a bit queasy, would it help if they had fleshy faces that can smile at you? Absolutely not.
No, it wouldn't.
The uncanny feat is a result of new technology using engineered living skin tissue and human-like ligaments to give robots a more natural smile, according to Tokyo, of course, Japan. University researchers who unveiled their work this week. Japan, stop. Stop. We don't need this. Enough. Like, we get it. You want to make hyper-realistic sex robots of your waifus because you're all a bunch of anime addicts. But enough. Like, no.
How about your nightmares?
Yeah. The approach promises to make robots more lifelike, and in the future, the researchers say similar techniques could also be used on humans. In the cosmetics and plastic surgery industries, their findings were published in the journal Cell Reports Physical Science. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, no. Okay, oh, here we go. Here we go. What is this?
Oh, typical woman. A Baltimore area teacher is accused of using AI to make his make his boss appear racist.
Oh boy. So he's using AI to somehow
geez.
sabotage his boss.
Yeah.
Let's see how he does this. A Maryland high school athletic director is facing criminal charges after police say he used artificial intelligence to duplicate the voice of Pikesville High School principal Eric Eiswert, leading the community to believe Eiswert said racist and anti-Semitic things about teachers and students. Here we go. Like my theory is literally unfolding before my eyes, and this is not good. Like, the end of the world is not going to end with a nuclear holocaust or a biblical anything. It's going to end when nobody talks to each other because nobody can trust each other with all this crap. Dezon Darian, 31, was arrested Thursday on charges of stalking, theft, disruption of school operations, and retaliation against a witness after a months-long investigation from the Baltimore County Police Department. The wild headline making details of this case aside, it emphasizes the serious potential for criminal misuse of artificial intelligence that experts have been warning about for some time, said Henny Faird, a professor at the yada yada. I mean, what's stopping? Like, this technology can be used by anyone. Like, I can make a video of someone like, Trump, or Biden, or Hillary, or whatever.
Right.
And make them do or say whatever the hell I want. And once it's out there, it's out there. And, with the advances in, all this technology, it's just getting, better and better every passing, day almost. Like, it's just a matter of time.
Yeah. It's going to be a mess. I don't know how they're going to sort it out either.
And with how people are online, everybody being a damn keyboard warrior, and the supply for all the hatred that these people say does not meet the demand, they're gonna increase the supply fictitiously. Like, that's crazy. Yikes, man! Don't make enemies. Here we go, and we've talked about this a couple times before.
Chicago's rat hole is removed after the city determined the sidewalk was damaged.
Yeah, so for a while, there was they believe it was actually caused by a raccoon, but it's a hole in the sidewalk. It's shaped like a rat. And actually, yeah, so now the rat hole is gone. Chicago sidewalk landmark some residents affectionately called the rat hole was removed Wednesday after city officials determined the section bearing the imprint of an animal was damaged and needed to be replaced, official says. The imprint has been a quirk of a residential block in Chicago's North Side neighborhood of Roscoe Village for years, but it found fresh fame in January after a Chicago comedian shared a photo on the social platform Twixter. But yeah, so it had been there for years, and they never filled it in or anything. So it was like a little.
It's quirky.
Yeah, and now it's gone.
Yeah.
So, yep. And this is from another source, NPR, the same, the horse thing. So. So. That shall conclude the show. Once again, please check the underbar of the description below for any links you may be interested in, including but not limited to all things Omni Coalition. We're not just here on Rumble and on YouTube. We're also on BitChute and Odyssey and other places. Once again, check the underbar for our link tree. For your dose of different, odd, and unusual news, aka notable events, weather, and sports, we stream every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Time, which is 4 Mountain, 5 Central, and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, respectively. We do have other shows. We have our flagship show, This Date in History, a history show that involves events that happened on that date, every day at 11 in the morning Pacific Time. We have a talk show, the Omni Coalition show, a talk show, that coming up this Monday at 3. The Omni Kitchen will be coming after summer when it cools down a little bit, because we have that big old skylight in the kitchen, so it gets hot in there. And Inosh, reacting and reviewing movies, shows, and whatnot, coming up at some point soon. Anyway, if you want to watch us live, if you're on the West Coast, it's 11 and 3 all for the Mountain 12 and 4. Watch us for more. Central 1 and 5 for the Contrive, and East 2 and 6 for your fix. For all of you and all of us, I'm Mayo Xander.
King's Refuge.
Golden Loon.
And you, viewer, are you. Thank you very much once again for watching us, and until you see us again later on, don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Toodles!
Deuces.
In there, and where's this thing? In the screen.